So the frame is treated with Vertan, that's a rust converter, and it was on there now for about 48 hours, and now we take it back off with a light rinse of water. It doesn't take a lot of pressure and it doesn't harm our environment whatsoever. But you can see basically all the blank spots which we ground down are now converted into a dark surface finish, and it's a really base coat prior priming. It rinses off really easy. It doesn't take a lot of pressure. I just gotta make sure I catch everything.
Yeah.
You can clearly see there's no shiny metal left. It's all nicely coated now. So all the water we are using is actually out of our cistern. This is not city water. The cistern is installed in the garage and it holds 15 cubic meters of water. That's really amazing. Part of the house.
It goes in stages when you work on a frame. Now that is high. He's not gonna hit his head. Oh, our freshly painted white wall. Christian has been blowing our frame off because it's been a couple of days and we are now ready to paint. The weather had been bad, too windy, and Christian had too much work cleaning up all the pollen and all the other
Pollen, okay?
Yeah.
Not the pollen. So I don't know what's going on, but the rust converter we use from Vertan does not work. Right now it looks all pretty, like it converted all the shiny surfaces into black, but look what happens. It's not solid. It's like just like a powder on top of it. I had it on there for about 2.5 days in relatively warm weather. It was definitely not cold. And I also made sure that it did not dry up. So when you have it under direct sunlight and the Vertan cures completely out before it can actually really do its thing, it's not going to work. So I kept it covered, and apparently this time the rust converter did not work. Maybe I had a bad batch from that brand, I don't know. And now I'm a little bit unsecure because I'm gonna spray now my paint on this black stuff. Yeah, but it's definitely not on there. See, I can just wipe it off all over, and obviously I can't get into the crevices of this frame. And maybe use a different product than Vertan next time. I screwed something up, that's for sure. But using rust converter is optional, okay? When we usually paint in the winter time, we also don't use a rust converter because it won't even work in the winter time.
So look at that, all nice. Christian's gonna spray paint everything on the top first, and then we raise him up, and then he will spray from the bottom. And when you have a green base coat, you can see where he missed, and later on we're going to look with the light and see all the spots he missed, and then it's easy to fix, right?
So I got primers in different colors to see the difference when I'm spraying. Otherwise, if I paint black paint on black primer, I don't see where I'm already been.
This actually looks fun, and I think I would do a pretty good job, but Christian's gonna have a fit if I even mention that. When the branches are moving, that's way too much wind for painting. You just need a lot more paint. Look at that. Christian is painting and there's no Prince Charming or any other car getting splashed. Mine is over there. Prince Charming is parked over there. And Robin and Phillip are still at work and in school. So this will hopefully be the last frame painted out and in the wild, you know, because we're going to focus on our workshop next, and then the next paint job is going to be inside, and we're going to build a little paint booth like Sarah tuned. I'm going to take a couple of pictures. So a little higher.
Yeah, a little more. Not too much.
In the Land Rover world, nobody cares about a little runny nose like that here.
The only running nose here is the one below my man.
Yeah, he would love to take it off, grind it down and paint it again, but I say nobody cares. Oh, I bought those funnels last year. We are finally using them.
I used them about a dozen times. I'm almost running out of those already. That's just because she's never around when I paint. That's the reason. Okay?
He always says
And
that.
she doesn't like that when I say that.
Awesome. So when I paint, everything is colored. My arms, my pants, my t-shirt, my hair, everything. And Christian, he doesn't even drip a thing.
You don't want to splash it out. And you want to nicely scrape it up.
Okay, I'll do that. Yes, you go outside. And what color is it supposed to be at the end? Looking good, and I didn't ruin the rim yet. Funnels, they have a little filter, so we don't ruin the nozzle of our spray gun, because that sucks if the nozzle is clogged. But that's looking all good. I didn't mess it up.
Good.
That was a close call.
Yeah, it's trouble later on if they paint it.
Yeah. So we're gonna fill it in a smaller bucket because we still have to dilute it. And we don't want to dilute in the big bucket.
Yes. About 7.5%, like this. And I won't get a spot of paint on my clothes. Okay, it doesn't matter what clothes I wear. And Vera, her clothes go right in the garbage after she's done painting. Tomorrow we are at a family celebration and she's gonna be all painted up on her arms and knees and fingers. Because yesterday she went painting at the BMX park.
Yes, in
Yeah.
our BMX hall, I painted everything black. Oh my God.
This is all part of the deal. If you let this cure on the lid, you're gonna have the crumbs in it next time, okay?
Yes, okay.
And I'm definitely not a painter.
Me neither.
Okay, I'm all stupid when it comes to painting. Okay.
Can you close that up, please? Because the bugs are flying around.
Yeah.
What?
If it's wrinkling.
Wrinkling. Oh, okay. Oh, that's what you mean with runzelt. Okay. Doesn't look like it.
Yeah, you don't want to tell your wife, check if there are any wrinkles developing, okay?
You know, I'm 43 and a woman thought I was 42 yesterday at a funeral.
You are 53.
Oh, I'm 53 and a woman thought I was 42 at a funeral yesterday.
I should have said Vera is 43, okay? Like the last year and the 10 years before.
I'm proud of my age and how fit I am for my age. There are no wrinkles.
They are compatible.
Yes, so all is good because this primer is from the same brand, but it's a bit thicker.
Yeah, this one is not suitable for spray painting, so it's a little harder to paint.
Oh, it's not suitable for spray painting.
Yeah.
So Christian organized all the primers and paint we have, and can you believe that he didn't buy 2 bottles of the same kind? Unbelievable. This one's empty, so now we have to use that one. That's like cellulite.
Oh, Jesus Christ. It's orange skin, okay? Now I can't publish the video anymore.
So now Christian's inside the cage. We are watching a new YouTube channel, and I learned today that you can move your car while cranking.
You mean you can move the car by using the starter motor?
Yes, I did not know that. That was awesome. He took off the air filter housing in order to activate the fuel pump because the fuel pump was broken. Is that a thing?
Must be a Toyota thing.
Must be a Toyota thing, because when you open the air filter housing on a Land Rover, it doesn't do anything.
And the other thing is he buys these 20-year-old Toyota Tacomas, okay? And they're completely dead, and he pays like $500 for them, and then he doesn't know what's broken with it, and then he puts in a new fuel pump and new spark plugs, starts them, and they run. And that's in every second video like this. So it's like a simplified Land Rover, okay?
Yeah.
We got to take the engine apart and the entire vehicle, and we got to put a new crankshaft in, and who knows what. And in his videos, at least in the few ones I watched, it's always the same thing. Fuel tank down, new fuel pump, new fuel sock, cleaning this out, bitching about the minute speck of rust he finds in the southwest of the US, and telling everybody if he would be living on the East Coast, he wouldn't work on cars. And then he starts them and they run.
Moving on to the next cage. Nobody knows anyway.
You gotta show the good surfaces, not the ones where I have a dilemma.
Yes. So pretty. Oh my god. Yeah, that cage might be a bit small. And up we go. That tractor is loud. Yeah, now we're talking.
Now we're talking. I also thinned it a little more.
Yes. In my opinion, we have to actually do the inside, because the inside, that is where the moisture gets trapped, and that's why they wash through.
Yeah.
Christian's done. Next morning, Christian is touching up all the loose ends and the tight corners where you cannot get in with your spray nozzle.
It's a good coat.
Yes.
A really good, thick coat.
Yes, and nobody cares about the runny noses. Almost done. And you want to pay a special attention to places like this one. So we are drenching it in paint, and later on we're gonna close the gap with Sikaflex, because there is no drain hole and there was no drain hole.
Yeah, so we're gonna use chassis bond to make like a little ramp so the water can run out and it doesn't get trapped.
Yes.
There are a couple of notorious spots on this chassis and we know them all by now.
Yes.
So we just about returned 60 liters of oil and coolant, and that's possible here in Germany. They come here with a special waste mobile, and that's where we can return it. And it doesn't cost anything. It's really great.
You tip, of course.
Of course.
You tip. Christian, stop it.
I'm just trying to use up,
Look at
the
that.
remaining.
Even the stupid old Lidl stuff.
Yeah, we use that on the outside.
Oh my god.
Okay, so I'm gonna get everything this way I don't have to run inside all the time.
So we finally, after 1 year, pay some attention to our Prince Charming, which we finished rebuilding last May. So that car has been on the road for 1 year in our possession with a rebuilt engine. Right, Christian, where are you?
Yes, it's been on the road for more than a year, for almost 10,000 kilometers, and we never cleaned it, okay?
Well, we finished it in May 25 and it's still April. Let me show you. Can you believe that? That is still the dirt from the previous owner. Look at that, there's glitter. Girls have been
I was not
riding.
sitting in the back.
Yeah, me neither. Maybe the previous owner had daughters or granddaughters. But what's more important than cleaning is that baby finally needs an oil change. It's been on the road now for 9,000 kilometers, and this is a Gen 2 SDV6. So they have big problems with diesel dilution. So the oil volume increases.
For the carpet, I'm gonna use a rotary toilet brush. Okay, this way I can get under the seat and everywhere and loosen up the dirt, then I suck it away. I also use compressed air to blow it out. And I
Yes.
need to do that in the beginning because all that dust gets everywhere in the car. And then I need to suck it out.
Now that car is just too much for me. Oh my god, look at that. Everything is Christian is all happy that he finally can spend an entire Saturday morning cleaning. Christian wants to do something manly today instead of just cleaning.
So I sucked the oil out, okay? It's all out.
Yes.
Good. So we hope that there are no chips.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I hope we have a new oil filter.
This is the biggest mess,
Yes.
okay? Because this thing and its hoses
Yes.
is so messy.
And that is so stupid because you just don't see where the oil is. But our lift is taken. Yeah, that's then how you do an oil change.
Yeah, we have to do it the manly way.
Yeah, the manly way. By the way, we hate that thing. We hate the procedure. We hate everything about it. I will not look up what product we purchased because we hate it. We hate everything about it. Even though there might be better ones, we would still hate it. So, but we still want to know how much oil did we get out, and we are pretty sure the car is empty.
Yeah, I would guess 7 liters. So
Yes.
probably a liter more
Yeah.
than we filled.
Though we can ballpark that container to be 5 liters when it's full, and look how thin it is. You know,
Well,
and
it's
that's 5W40. It's about 5 liters, you know, 3, 4, 5. Did you make a mess?
Yes.
Oh my God, that's why we hate it. Chopper. I hope no motorcyclist got injured. Here is a 2-liter mark. That's where we are about. Though 7 liters of oil and diesel.
And we filled only 5.7, so it's definitely oil diluted.
Yeah, and that's why you need to do your oil changes sooner than 10,000 kilometers.
Yes. It's not the wear of the oil, it's the oil dilution if
Yes.
you have a EU6 vehicle.
But the oil dilution will wear the bearings.
We do the filter check. This is the first one on this car. And this is looking really good. Not a single chip.
Okay, I don't see it. I trust you.
I don't see any chips. It's completely clean, not even a small one. Okay. This is awesome. Did you already get me a new filter?
No. And we will keep this oil filter for comparison when we do the next oil change. So we have more than enough filter. Discovery 3, Mercedes, and Discovery 4. And there's a spare one.
So put this back together and fill new oil. And we're ready to go to Nürnberg.
Yes, we're going to Nürnberg this afternoon.
Yeah. You know, there is a museum in Nürnberg where they have an enigma. I would actually like to see that, but
We don't have time. We are going to a family event.
In?
Of course, everything is much easier on a Discovery 3.
Seated.
Good.
Good. And 5W40 DPF, which is a CRC3. That's not 100% the best oil for a DPF EU6, but it's 100% the best oil for this engine, okay? And I rather fix the DPF than a bearing failure. We fill a total of 5.7 this way. It's not at max, and we can see if the oil sensor works.
But that also means that our aluminum intake manifolds have also been running for 10,000 kilometers, and I don't see a leak. And this car does not leak oil. They do work fine. So we are almost ready to go on our road trip, and I don't go anywhere without my toolbox. Of course, mine is broken. Not anymore. I forgot the foam pad. Not a problem. Oh, in my Discovery 3, those compartments are full of spare fluids, like coolant, oil, dishwash fluid, and whatnot.
All we need in a mall crawler is some cleaning fluid.
We actually bought this baby in November 2024. It's awesome clean now. Really cool. We take off those flaps. They are stupid. Really stupid. And we put in a fire extinguisher. Oh, all's clean. Look at that. Cool. Okay, Christian wants you to know that the Autobahn is really empty for a Saturday afternoon.
Yes, it is. And we go into Nürnberg on the A3. I gotta say, my Pirelli Scorpion off-road tires are not the quietest in the world when you go 180.
I want to know what kind of a pickup truck that is. It looks huge.
Okay, he's gonna feel that wow now.
Oh my god. That was a lifted F-150.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know what's going on with the fire department. They are not on duty. They all have a little flag, so I think they are on a celebratory drive on the Autobahn.
They probably all go to a barbecue.
Yes. And that is now the third truck full of brand new Range Rovers. And I don't mean Range Rover Sports, I mean Range Rovers.
Full fat.
Full fat. Probably coming from Solihull, going to Nürnberg. That's a Tesla. Nobody wants that. Now a Mercedes. I thought it was a BMW.
Vera and I got to go to church today, and this is a really nice church where we can sit upstairs. And Vera is wearing her high school
graduation jacket and my real high school graduation in the US.
And I think you were wearing this dress when we were living in Detroit 25 years ago.
Something like that, yes.
But the shoes are new. What a nice church.
Bankruptosaurus Rex. That is where we go up to test our differentials. That is here where Christian got stuck with our Prince Small Crawl. I cannot believe it. Today is April 28th and it's the first time we are mowing our property. So I'm holding my camera steady. And that is why I don't mow the lawn. That is my toolbox. I bought that toolbox in '95, I think, at REI in Southfield, something like that. Somewhere in southern Michigan. We can't go inside. Everything is brittle. And it's not that we don't want to restore it, we just do not have the time. We cannot prioritize it. Yes, we have a couple of better holes we have to fill up. And that is my English garden. Good thing you can't look any closer. And that's also where we park our B-Class. We can park actually 2 discoveries here. It's a plum tree. It's really tilted like the Tower of Pisa. These are my walnut trees. They are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On that side alone, they all have leaves by now. That is a cherry tree. It died last year before I stashed my wood here. That's also a cherry tree. That's also a walnut tree. What's going on? I have to see if it died or if there are leaves coming. Now these are the flower pots, you know, but there are no leaves. Oh my God. Oh, that's really bad. But it's a lot of firewood, I can tell you that. That's also a walnut tree. It looks a bit, beaten up. But it got beaten up during a storm. And over there are all apple trees. I have more apples than I want. And Christian wants to keep every single tree, but he of course does not have the time to take care of them. Oh, looking so good. Now when the kids were little, we had a trampoline here. And here, between that tree and that, I always had my slack line. That huge branch. That's a big branch. I have to get it down before I put my slack line underneath. Yeah, that branch looks pretty dead too. Oh my God, what are we gonna do? We cannot buy that workshop. We just have too much work to do. Now, I would cut most of them down because we just don't have the time. But Christian doesn't want to do that. Look at the sorry state of our lawnmower. Oh my God. So now in the last meters, our lawnmower broke, which was here. Probably one of the fence posts we cut down. Oh, that is really bad. We need a pry bar. I'm gonna get the bigger ones. I think we have a forge. and an anvil. All fixed. Yeah, the tractor lives in our dungeon.
We have to get a few more years out of it, okay?
Yes.
It's not even 20 years old yet.
Yes. And if we get a new one, I want one I can drive, a lowrider, which costs like 20,000 euros.
We're gonna get a Kubota.
Yes.
This one, we bought it in 2009, so it got 3 more years, and then we're gonna get a new one when it's 20 years old.
Yes.
Yeah. This engine is probably gonna last forever because I already did an oil change on it.
Yes, and it is a Briggs and
Stratton.
Stratton, yes.
Did you see this senseless thing what he got home?
Yes, it's not a bomb.
And you know where he put it? Behind my tractor.
Yeah, Robin
It
is so
unbelievable.
unbelievable.
Look at
I
this
think we have a wasp nest in our pool. I'm gonna open the pool now. Oh my God.
Oh, that sucks.
Yes, they are crawling inside the
Where?
pool. They are not inside the swimming pool. So they are in underneath the trim here. Guys, check out what I've been doing the last couple of weeks. Just about 6 weeks. We are in an old swimming pool. A school and training swimming pool. It didn't survive Corona. And we have been building a indoor BMX park. Can you believe it? I was a major part of the rebuild and we are not done. I finally was allowed to use a big saw. I'm not allowed to use stuff like that when Christian is around. I built with Mark this here, and it's straight, you know, not crooked, not tilted, that it's all 90 degrees. These are foam pit quarters. I just about touched every single one of them. Look at that. And we are using a swimming pool because you need airtime. Most buildings in Darmstadt are not high enough, but with a swimming pool, you know, it's 2.50 meters down and then just about, I don't know, 3-4 meters up. We have enough height and therefore airtime for the BMX guys. They need big airtime. There's going to be a black foil, thick foil. That is called then a resi, though they can do tricks. And if they fail, it's not going to hurt that much. Same for the foam pit. Like mini ramps like this one here is also important. They always have a mini ramp contest in World Cups. You know, we are not done yet. And if they fail, they can also fall into the foam pit. Look at that. Isn't it awesome? I'm so happy we finally have an indoor park. Because not only can you not ride when the park is wet, our outdoor park, but also in the summertime when it's windy. And you cannot do big air jumps when it's windy. So what I always do is clean up first. You know, that is the residue from yesterday, because it's always easier to work in a clean environment. And let me tell you, those wooden plates, they are heavy. We had to carry every single one of them. Although those beams, the entire wood in here, we had to carry in through those 2 tiny doors. So now we are inside the swimming pool. Look at that. That's how American houses are built. I threw in every single one of those. Stay up there. You know, we got donated. Well, we actually had to pay for the transportation, which was like 2,000 euros. The guys cannot ride yet because there's still the beam here, and the beam is here, so we can stand on and work on here. Look at all the foam pit material. That is like the most difficult thing to get. And the little brush. Exactly. So yesterday we got our resi mats, another one over there. I have been spending most of my time with the foam pit, which is, oh my God, really heavy work. I also have been spending a lot of time on that saw, which I love. Yes. Look at that. They ride down here and either into the foam pit, or this is a box jump with a resi, and this is a spine jump with a resi behind. So that way you can learn new tricks and don't fall hard on wood or concrete. So here is gonna be an area for kids. Don't worry, there will be a fence. Nobody's gonna be able to fall in here. So that is a little box jump. More padding material, you cannot have enough. That is gonna be a start point for the mini ramps. Look at that resi mat. It's 6 millimeters thick. It's one piece. That one was 14 meters. And you can believe that it was really, really heavy. Really heavy. But we managed it. It was awesome. Yes, I have to go across. The BMXers do that. They can walk on the outline. I don't do that. And here is the second part. So because on World Cup competitions and other competitions, you always have a mini spine contest. Yes, the roof is still pretty low. We have to remove the roof liner. It's like in our workshop. Here's our storage, and I don't have light anymore. The electrician was here yesterday, and it wasn't Christian, and he turned off all the light. So I have to clean up that mess now because the TV is coming today. And we want to have it look good for the TV. So Phillip is now interviewed by our local TV station in Hessen. So that is a big deal. He's doing such a good job. I have to be quiet.
Phillip Muth, amtierender deutscher Meister, zählt zu den talentiertesten Nachwuchsfahrern in der deutschen BMX-Szene. Bis jetzt musste er draußen trainieren.
Das Problem ist, über den Winter es liegt Schnee, es regnet, man muss da draußen immer erstmal abziehen, dann ist es dunkel, da kommt man nicht zum Fahren. Und man denkt dann zwar, im Sommer wird es besser, aber im Sommer es ist meistens so, dass es von Mai bis August super windig ist und da kommt es auch nicht viel zum Fahren, wird man ja in der Luft weggeweht. Und es ist halt ganz gut, dass man hier vom Wetter einfach komplett geschützt ist.
So Phillip dropped into the foam pit, and let me tell you, it's a lot of work getting out. So Phillip had an awesome BMX session in our indoor BMX park, even though it's raining. I think my car got stolen. Oh no, I see my car. And he got a new sponsor. Here, backpack sponsor.
So we are here in the new BMX freestyle park here in Darmstadt, and believe it or not, Vera built this together with the BMX trainer Mark.
We were 4 people, maybe 5 sometimes.
You did a really awesome job. So they put this together from scratch, and this is an old swimming pool.
I am an expert park and workshop builder now. So our workshop will be a walk in the park.
Yeah, this is really amazing, and it was a lot of hauling wood.
Yes.
And they had to cut a little hole into the roof here because they jump really high over this box. So today is like the grand opening to show the new facility to the public. And Vera is really happy because she was really mainly contributing in putting all this together. So today, instead of working on the car, we go on BMX biking with Phillip. And you guys gonna see now Vera's project she was telling you about, okay? And Phillip can now come here in the evening or during rain or during the daytime, whenever he wants, and ride his BMX in this old swimming pool. And we're gonna check that out. That's the first time where I join a session with him. And Vera put in a lot of those bolts here. And now she knows everything about woodworking, of course. Better than I know it.
And I know how to use the tools.
Yes, from
Better
Makita.
than you.
And there's still construction site over there. They're still working on this.
Yeah, we need
but
more
the
money.
main course is done. Yeah, and they ran out of money. Right now, they got nobody to sponsor the wood.
Yes.
So all this is financed by private sponsors. And the BMX trainer is a really good carpenter. So he dedicated his time to build all this. And Vera dedicated a huge amount of time to build all this.
Yes. And the BMX trainer was part of the Red Bull build team.
Yes, so he knows how to build tracks, yeah. And everybody who was riding on this ramp so far said that they are really great. You can get to a track and then the riders ride and they say the track sucks. But this is different here. That's where you can see that Mark, that's his name, really did a good job designing this into the available space. And they had to cut a few holes into the ceiling because they jump really high here. And really tall riders can't go full blast here.
But you don't need to go full blast and full high to do tricks and to ride this park.
The Vera got to clean up stuff. I mean, it's her building. And they got all these foam cubes from Bet1.de. That's a mattress selling place in Germany. And they have free returns if you don't like your mattress. And guess what they do with them when you return them? I think this here is called a box with a resi. And then they got a foam pit. And then they got a spine over there with a resi. So this is a training track. This is not for competition. See, here I can hold the camera as high as these concrete beams there, and we'll see if Phillip gets higher than they. He's about the same height as the concrete beams. So he has a little bit of wiggle room to go still. And it's a huge achievement. And that's why she was not so often in the videos lately when you paid attention closely. See, below the resi, there are also mattresses over the full area. This area is when they jump in from here, and this area is when they come up this ramp here. Vera is filming over there while I'm eating pretzels.
Oh my God.
Digga, Mann! Ja! Oh.
Let's go!
So this is about 22 kilometers from our house, and it's easy for Philip to get here, and he can ride in the evening when it's already dark. Big huge change from being dependent on the weather to having...
It rained all day.
Yes.
It rained.
Yeah, that's why I'm here. I couldn't work on the car because it was raining. Okay, so... No. Nothing.
And we have absolutely no space to get Robin in here.
Yeah, there is a gap. Oh yeah, it's coming.
Yeah, and the pounds go down. Although there is a gap coming. Oh,
Yeah,
it
there
pops.
it is. Okay.
Oh, it pops. Oh, wow.
Sink it. It's loose enough. Oh. Okay. At least we got one out.
My God. Oh, and one more piece. Oh, heavy. It is a lot of stuff we have to grind down and refurbish. Oh my God, but it's gonna look awesome.
Look, our high quality gauge is a little bit mangled. I'm gonna give it 10 bar. I don't want to give it much more. Yeah, it's moving. There's a gap now.
Yeah.
We do a few off camera.
And then it's my fault that I missed the gap.
Okay, all it did was like pop, and then she was really impressed. There's the gap.
Yeah, yes.
Good.
Yeah. Good.
And the motivation was that we can refurbish those.
Yep.
Yeah, they have a grinding noise.
Yeah, they are done.
They are done. Making sure I'm not hitting a gravestone. Okay. There's a water barrel.
Yeah, that's for the horses.
Where did that come from?
Why don't you open it more? Because you're gonna hit your head. That is what you do.
So,
now we have to unload everything.
yeah, I brought us a little bit of work because today it's a Sunday and we can't grind or make any noise on our property. But here we can, okay? This is industrial and the neighbors are much, much further away. And that's the first time we're working on car stuff in our new building.
Today is May 1st. It's a Friday actually, but it's an official holiday in Germany, so it's treated like a Sunday.
Except by us, okay? For us, it's the best possible work day.
But it's not a religious holiday, it's like Labor Day in the US. And it's freaking cold in here and it's so nice outside, so I would much rather work on my lift. That will be my life now, working inside a dungeon. He covered his BMW, so that's the one he probably likes the most.
I did that.
Oh, you did that? Christian likes it, but I'm not allowing him to buy it.
And the keys are right there, so we're gonna see if we can start it.
And you can let us know if you also will like motorcycle content, because I would very much like a Adventure GS. That's the only one I will allow in our possession, because we had once a 1200 GS, but that was like when Phillip was a baby, so 20 years ago almost. It's the first and only brand new thing he bought ever, for 16,000 euros. And what is a GS now? Brand new?
I would think about 22.
A BMW Adventure GS. That's what I want to get. Let's do those next.
Oh, careful with those.
Yeah.
Okay. So we got like a special inflator tool for fixing these.
Isn't that cool?
Now we can grind it like this.
So 2 shocks are done and the front wheel hubs. All nice and shiny. And Christian gets the next parts.
They should be easy.
Yeah, there's nothing on them. We don't even need to do them.
Wow, these are aftermarket aluminum. They are really light. For today, we're done grinding. Vera is a complete mess now. We have a lot of parts here which we can paint now at home. And this was actually the first job we did in our new, to us, workshop, even though this building is not ready for this kind of work actually. And we got this pile of parts here, wire wheeled down, and we can finish this at home. And like Vera said before, it's actually a holiday today, and it's possible to make noise in here and to work. There is nobody around. This is an industrial area, so there is no noise pollution from us bothering anybody, which is the reason why we went here today. And I think this completes our first episode involving our new workshop. I hope you guys like what you saw and you're interested in this kind of renovation work. We're gonna continue down the road first with our project vehicle, and as we have time, we will work on our workshop. But not every episode from now on will be about renovating in here, because we just do not have that amount of time. So we're always gonna collect a few tasks we do, and then we assemble it to a video, and then we post it for you guys. And at that time, I want to thank our patrons a lot for their support, and
We'll see you next Sunday. After I took a shower.
And what do you want to do now?
I don't want to cook.
So we go to McDonald's. You can
Yes.
say it.
I'm dirty, I worked all day and I'm hungry.
But we have to load up all these parts first before we can go to McDonald's.
Christian dropped my Coke.
Oh yeah.
Now it's all busted and I don't want to open it anymore.
We're gonna go up the road 800 meters and then we are home on the other side of the castle. We're gonna unload the car and then we'll drive to McDonald's. And then we go mountain biking.
Yes.
All right, I got the frame done. That was about 2 hours of painting non-stop, and I already got a few parts done as well. This color is not black. It's called 444 Iveco Gray. This is the same stuff what Iveco trucks use for their frame, and it's the closest I could find to that original Land Rover black, which is really a dark gray. You can see that here in the sun, that it's actually gray. I think this is gonna look a lot better than making it absolutely glossy black like I did on Robin's car last. And I blasted about 1.5 liters at it. It's one coat, but remember I got a thick coat of primer underneath. Tomorrow we gotta do all the rest of the parts, which is gonna be a full Saturday, I think.